Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice and welcome to your week ahead reading. So we're going to have a look and see what the next 7 days have in store for you, give or take a day or so. Keep an open mind and take the messages as they resonate if you feel that they do. So let's jump in, see what's going on for my subscribers in the next 7 days. And please make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't, and thank you if you have. It all helps the channel grow. It gives me some good feedback. It helps us connect. All right. And I will say Monday to Sunday, but whenever you come across the video, it's the next 7 days. Or you could also look at it as this is a list of events you may be dealing with at some point in time in the next 7 days, okay? We're reading energy, so we can try to put time frames on it, but sometimes we get it right, sometimes not so much. It's not our timing, it's divine timing. All right. So let's see, bottom of the deck. All right. Overall energy, we have the Five of Cups. So some sort of setback, disappointment, something not going your way. Now with the Five of Cups, not all is lost in the situation. So the message here is, don't despair. See what you can salvage. So you see if there's anything you can turn around. See if there's anything else you could do in the situation, right? On a day-to-day, this could just be missing out on something. It could be missing someone, feeling lonely, feeling isolated. It could be some sort of breakup or experiencing a loss of some kind as well. On Monday, we have the King of Cups and the Seven of Wands. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy could be significant on Monday. Just give me one sec. Sorry, we're back. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy could be significant on Monday. For some of you, you may be in some sort of tiff, argument, maybe just a debate with a water sign or someone who has water in their chart, where that could be your energy. This could be taking a stand for what's right, defending your position, defending your opinion. Someone could be questioning you, challenging you, whether it's in your personal life or professional at this time. You really have to take a stand and speak up, defend yourself. For those of you who are standing up and protecting someone, or calling someone out if they're lying about someone. It could be you or someone close to you, but you know the truth, and you could be putting someone on the spot and calling them out for lying or just not doing the right thing. For others of you, this is a focus on security, so you could be putting up passwords, putting locks on things, changing passwords, changing locks on things, putting up fences, fixing fences, looking at your firewalls, your antivirus software. A day focused on security. Could also talk about background checks with this energy as well. All right. You could be turning someone away if someone's coming and knocking on your door. You're just not opening the door because you did not want to see this person, or you told someone not to come and they show up anyway. So again, could be some sort of situation like that. On Tuesday here, we have the Queen of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Interesting. So an air sign could be significant, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There could be some sort of tense conversation around money, livelihood, an ongoing schedule, okay, with the Queen of Swords and the Five of Cups here. Someone could be telling you, your hours are changing, or you're expected to do overtime, or you're not allowed to do overtime anymore. There's been some sort of change, right? To you, that's a loss because you were happy with how things were. For others of you, there could be some sort of tense conversation with someone who wronged you. I do feel someone is trying to make amends with you, or someone's trying to get along, or someone's trying to apologize, whatever it is, but it looks like with the Five of Cups, what they did really hurt your feelings, or really hurt you, or caused you some sort of loss, or multiple types of loss. So it'll be up to you on how you want to handle this person. I feel like with the Queen of Swords, male or female, you are open to hearing what they have to say, but whether or not you believe it, whether or not you agree to what they're saying, whether or not you agree to forgive and move on, that's going to be different for everybody, and it's going to be up to you. I also see some sort of very heated debate or a back and forth around some sort of negotiation here of who gets what and who's entitled to what. So if it's in a court setting, if it's salary negotiations, if it's debating, if someone has to pay you back for things and it's like they have a different opinion of what they have to pay you back, okay, it could be something like that as well. And there could be some sort of ruling to do something around something to do with money, security, livelihood, property, inheritance. There could be some sort of ruling. And with the Five of Cups here and the Queen of Swords, it might not be exactly what you're expecting or hoping for. You still get something. What you get will be fair in the eyes of the law, but it might not be completely fair in your eyes, okay? So you're getting one thing but not another. So if you're expecting to get, you could either be getting part of what you're expecting, or if you were like, I want an apology and compensation, you may get the compensation, you may never get the apology, or you may get the apology, not the compensation, something along those lines. On Wednesday, we have the Hangman and the Hermit. So Wednesday is a time of isolation, taking a step back. For others of you, this could, if this is a decision here or a ruling, this is where you just step away from it. You sit down with your lawyer, or you sit down with an expert or a professional and review. Okay, is this fair? Is this right? Can we appeal this? Can we turn this around? It's that Five of Cups energy, right? It's like, well, it came in, it's not what I wanted, but is there a way I could get what I want still? Is there a way I could get, turn this around somehow? Is there a way I could turn this into a positive for myself? So Wednesday looks like a day of review, assessment, sitting down with a professional, sitting down with an expert, or someone who can be very objective, or someone who's just very knowledgeable, and it's like, you could be getting a second opinion, right? If this is some sort of decision or diagnosis, I don't know, and you're like, it doesn't sit right with me, it doesn't make sense to me, or something like that, you could be going and getting a second opinion. And that could be in the legal sense. If someone over here is telling you, yeah, there's nothing you can do, you're like, that doesn't make sense, there's got to be something I can do. So you're going and talking to a different lawyer, a different legal representative, right? And you're reviewing your case with this person, or a decision or an outcome, and figuring out how you got there, if there's anything that was missed, if there's any loopholes you can take advantage of. Is that kind of energy, right? If you requested data, information, I don't know if it's anything to do with GDPR, I don't know if it's anything to do with something like that, right? Or if you've requested for your file to be released, for your documents to be released, for your the information a company has on you to be released to you, or something along those lines, right? Or your file in terms of your education. I feel like that's what's happening. That's what's coming in. You're receiving it on Wednesday here. Or if you're receiving what you asked for some of you, and for others, you're receiving some sort of update where they're telling you it will be a little while longer. They're working on it. They need to redact things. I don't know. Okay, I do see that with this energy here as well. A Pisces and a Virgo could be significant for you on Wednesday, for better or for worse. And I do see this as a time of learning, study, research, training, courses, working one-to-one with a coach, a trainer, a guide, a teacher, a mentor. It will give you some sort of new perspective on something, a new understanding, or new resources, a new approach to something that is going to open up a door for you. On Thursday, we have Judgment and the Ten of Cups. Excellent. So if you are going and getting a second opinion, I feel like that you're going to get a lot better news if you are going to go and get a second opinion. Okay, if you're asking someone to just double check something, it will go in your favor. If results over here to an exam maybe, right, and you're going, can I see how you scored me? And you're sitting with that teacher, and then it turns out, oh, actually they did miss something, or they did miscalculate, and your result is actually better, right? Or if a court ruling, anything like that happened, and you're going, can we appeal this? And you're giving them the grounds and whatnot, right? There's either a decision, because I don't know how fast these things move. I doubt it's quite that fast. But if you've done that already, this is the outcome to that. And if you're doing that now, this is telling you will have a positive outcome, in the sense that they're going to go, they are reviewing this. They're not rejecting it flat out. And then overall, the ruling will be more to more towards you, more in your favor than the other, right? So it will be corrected somehow. For others of you here on Thursday, there's a very important call that you're getting that's going to make you very, very happy. It could be to do with loved ones, friends, family, or it could be to do with something that you had your heart set on. And I feel like it's a bit of a miracle type situation. So I don't know if this is something you waited for a long time. If you're going back and forth to professionals here in terms of fertility issues, okay, that's a little bit of a miracle, that you're able to find someone who says, yeah, we can make this happen for you. I know what we need to do. Or, this is the tests and it comes back and there is a healthy pregnancy or something like that, right? A bit of a miracle baby or a bit of a miracle situation, a miracle decision. After setback and loss, it will feel like something coming back to life. It will feel like hope restored, okay? Second chance at something with the Last Judgment here as well. For others of you, there is an important decision that is being made at this time in terms of long-term commitment, long-term investment, long-term goals and happiness, whether that's to do with your job or your home or family matters or relationship status, I don't know. If there has been any sort of argument, breakup, separation over here, then this is that second chance and the reconciliation. And that I don't just mean romantic, right? It's you making peace with someone. It could be friend, family member, coworker. It can be someone, that you broke up with. It can be that, but that's the energy, right? Reconciliation doesn't just mean romantic. There's also a very important decision that's coming towards you in terms of home matters. Okay, and again, I see this energy of results that you're celebrating, especially if it's something you had to challenge or you had to question or you had to take a stand or defend or protect or, okay. There's definitely some sort of reunion or reconciliation happening here. I see it around family, but it could be anything. Okay, Friday, we have the Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So on Friday, for some of you, you're joining forces with someone, earth sign in particular, wherever they have that in their chart. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, this is pulling money together, pulling resources together from different sources. It could be creating a joint bank account. For those of you, this could be if you're getting a new job, okay, this is where you're providing your bank details so that they can pay you, and so on and so forth. So there's that kind of collaboration. For others of you, there's something that either you're chipping in for something or someone else is chipping in for something. There's some sort of financial support, gift, contribution. It's not necessarily a loan, it just feels like a contribution, to help you along with some sort of long-term goal you have with the Queen of Pentacles. Someone could be asking you for help. Someone could be asking you for support, especially financial, but it doesn't just have to be that. It could be asking if they could borrow something off of you, an object or something like that. I do see talks of payment plans. And if someone's asking, can I use this? You're like, okay, well, how long do you need it for? What are you going to do with it? Whereas those kinds of conversations could be taking place here. For others of you, you're going to have a choice to make. I don't know if it's between two people or two job opportunities or two investment opportunities. For those of you, if you've already made the choice, I feel like both your investment opportunities or both the commitments you made are now starting to pay off for you. It's a good day for money, okay? So you could be getting paid for what you do for a living, but then also your side business is picking up, or your side hustle, or you're able to sell some things and make some money off of that, right? So you're making money from different sources. With this energy here as well. And definitely seeing conversations around budget planning. If it's payment plans, if it's budgeting for something, if it's budgeting in terms of, okay, what do I need to save each month so I make this goal and then I can redo my kitchen or whatever long-term goal you have, okay? There's also an exchange here. It could be an exchange of gifts. or money exchanging hands, however that resonates. On Saturday here, we have the King of Swords and the Five of Swords. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy here once again. I feel like this is throwing the book at someone, right? Not literally, but like reporting someone, filing a complaint, getting the police involved, getting the authorities involved, getting the justice system involved, or, whoever the justice system is in your house, whoever the authority figure is in your house, the person that rules what's right, what's wrong, what needs to happen. There's some sort of conflict. Someone's trying something with you. Someone's trying to bully you. Someone's trying to intimidate you. Now, this King of Swords could be your energy where you're going, listen, we're not doing this. And you're just calling this person out, putting them on the spot, putting them in their place, okay, quite frankly, with the law, with, a process or policy that clearly states they're not allowed to do this, right? Or if it's, you showing text messages or you showing emails saying you absolutely said this, right? Or you absolutely agreed to this, or you never mentioned this, right? So someone's trying to like slip under the radar and cause some sort of disruption or intimidate you, bully you, accuse you of lying or doing things or not doing things, okay? And with the King of Swords, you're like, listen, let's go there then. I got my proof. I got my receipts. And you're absolutely putting this person in their place. You're absolutely annihilating them because it's just facts, okay? You're just showing someone to be proving that someone is a liar on Saturday here. For others of you, you could be stepping in and doing that for someone you care about, okay? Because again, it's that energy of, I know you're lying. What are you doing? What are you doing to that person? Why are you trying to bully them? Why are you trying to intimidate them? That's not right. And you're stepping in and defending something or someone. For others of you, you could be dealing with a very stubborn person, my way or the highway. And you're going to have to take a stand and kind of play their game, okay? This is the kind of person that they understand tit for tat, or they understand how they do things. They don't understand, reasoning with them. This is the kind of person where if you try to reason with them, if you try to compromise with them, they take that as weakness and they take advantage, right? So this is like, treat this person the way they're treating you. That's the language they understand, okay? So someone could just be making snide comments. Someone could be just petty or jealous. It's something that, you're getting or that goes well for you. It feels like family related or in the workplace. And this is telling you, listen, I'm not dealing with you. I'm going straight to HR, or I'm going straight to my manager, or I'm going straight to your manager, or I'm getting the law involved. I'm not doing this. I'm not dealing with you. I'm not doing, the whatever it is you're trying to get me to do, because this is someone very manipulative. They're trying to catch you out. They're trying to trigger you or push you so that you do something, and then they can tell people, look, subscribers horrible. I told you they're horrible. Or take a picture or take a video of you snapping at them, right? And they're like, I never did anything. Look at what they're doing in the video, right? Because they only show your reaction. They don't show their provocation. So it's something like that. I don't know who you're dealing with, but just deal with it in the legal way, the right way, okay? Definitely put them in their place, okay? Don't engage with this person. Don't try to reason with them. Don't try to make excuses for them, because it can escalate. This is something you need to nip in the bud, otherwise it will escalate, okay? And then it'll get very messy, very complicated, and you may be able to salvage, you may not be able to salvage. It may impact your reputation, so it's best to nip it in the bud. This could also be some sort of court appearance taking place, some sort of statement you're having to give, some sort of complaint you're having to defend or explain, okay? Some sort of hearing could be taking place with this energy here as well. There could also be some sort of doctor's visit, and they're telling you something you're not particularly keen to hear, but they're telling you the truth. So keep that in mind. If you're not happy with that, you can always get a second opinion, right? but I'm seeing like medical professional or someone, legal professional, or someone who's just very objective in your family, and they're telling you something that you're not happy about, right? So they're telling you, well, you got to quit smoking, or you got to quit drinking, or you got to quit, drinking so much coffee, or you got to cut that from your diet, right? They're telling you the facts, but it's like, it's not something that will be easy to hear, okay? But they're just telling you the facts at the end of the day, so just something to consider. Or this is someone telling you you were wrong in that situation. You're going, what do you mean, right? But remember, this is someone who's either very objective, very logical, very analytical, unbiased, or this is according to the law. This is what the law states. Whether you like it or not, I don't know. You ask me what the law says, I tell you what the law says. So try not to attack the messenger here, okay? Something to consider. All right, and then Sunday, we have the Ace of Swords and the Ten of Wands. So on Sunday, there's some sort of truthful, very honest conversation that is taking place that allows you to put a burden down. This could be you finally figuring something out. This could be you finally getting an answer to something. This could be you finally figuring out the solution, the right course of treatment, the root cause of something. And it's the turnaround point where you can now actually truly work on the issue and resolve it, and you never have to deal with it again. Or you're on the right treatment now, so your situation will improve. Or there's a decision or a ruling that has come in, and it's like, okay, well, it's done then. I don't have to deal with this again. Or now everybody knows what they need to do. I don't have to fight to be seen or heard. Everyone knows their roles and responsibilities and their rights as well, with this energy. For those of you, there could be some sort of contract you're signing to do with house, sale, purchase, renting, or a move of some sort, with the Ace of Swords. And for those of you, you're signing a contract that it's going to be something ongoing for a long time, right? So a bit of a burden in the sense that this is going to be a responsibility on your shoulders for a long time. So it could be something like a long-term loan or a mortgage, or student loans you're signing up for, okay? Or, some sort of big purchase. And again, there's going to be that payment plan that's going to be in place for years and years, okay? With this energy here as well. If you've been on the fence with something and it's been really stressing you out, this could be where you're finally making a decision and you're putting the situation down. You're not looking at it. You're like, okay, that's it. That's done. And if it's anything to do with a bully or someone intimidating you or someone being unfair, unethical, or doing things that are not quite legal, or borderline legal, or whatever it is, right? And you've been going back and forth, and maybe that's why you're talking to professionals, or you've been in court, or you defended your position, or you showed, your proof or your evidence. There is a ruling, there is a decision, okay, that is coming in with that situation, and it allows you to just finally be done with it, right? Everything's out in the open. Everyone knows what's up. There's a ruling, a decision in terms of who needs to do what. This could be a protective order put in place. This could be, a court order of some sort put in place. And it allows you to just be done with the situation, right? And put that burden down. So, oh my, 5 of Cups under that, 5 of Pentacles, and we have the 5 of Swords in your reading. Queen of Wands and the King of Wands with the Ace of Cups. So all of this could have been going on in a couple dynamic for some of you with the King and Queen of Wands, and then King and Queen of Swords. So something that used to be very passionate, very intense, very beautiful, turned cold, okay? It can be addressed, it can be resolved, it can be brought back on track, but some changes do need to be made. And I feel like that's the whole tense conversation of terms, conditions, expectations. How do we move forward from this? Maybe you're going to therapy and making some sort of agreements. Maybe you're going to mediation and making some sort of agreements. For those of you, this is someone very jealous. No other way to put it. They tried to create issues, drama for you, make false accusations or false claims, and you just have to deal with this person. You don't sugarcoat it, don't dismiss it, don't, be like, oh, if I don't react to it, it'll go away. This isn't that person, this isn't that time. This is someone where you have to put them in their place. You have to address the situation but it's like swift justice, okay? Don't do the tit for tat and gossip and, trying to disprove the rumors. Go straight to the law, whoever the law is in that situation, okay? And that's what this is. And if a decision this could also be some sort of, where a decision has been made, but there was something shady about it, right? Some sort of nepotism, favoritism, I don't know. And maybe that's where you're told, question it, challenge it, ask someone to show their work, ask someone to show their proof, ask someone to show you how they got to that decision, how they scored you in the situation, right? Because it will be proven that you deserved the whatever prize, outcome, contract, job, whatever promotion, you deserved it, rightfully deserved it. And then you're going to have to deal with this person because they're still going to be causing lies, gossip, rumors. And again, message is the same, nip it in the bud. Get the law to deal with them, whoever the law is in that situation. If it's a parent, if it's a manager, if it's police, if it's some sort of organization, whatever, get the law to deal with that person. Swift justice, okay? And the decision will go in your favor. Everybody will know what's up. Everything's out in the open, and you can start fresh from there, okay? Looks like a bit of a tricky week, but you're in the driver's seat. You got tools, you got resources, you know what to do. Don't second guess yourself, okay? Don't be like, well, if they didn't choose me, what are you going to do? It's like, no, I did a good job. Like, I did everything they asked. What the hell, right? Challenge it, question it, okay? Because either it will be addressed, corrected if there was anything wrong or shady going on. And if there wasn't, you're going to get the proof, you're going to get the evidence, and there might still be something you can get out of that situation with the Five of Cups. Not all is lost. Maybe you'll get a different opportunity. Maybe you'll get a different option, right? So that's what you need to keep in mind, okay? Don't just take it, not this week, okay? So that's what I'm seeing. I hope this helps. Looking forward to your thoughts. Have a great week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.